Welcome to NFL News with Sylvester. We start off the news with breaking news. The Buffalo Bills fire offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey. Joe Brady to take over as interim offensive coordinator. With the offense struggling to overcome mistakes, the Buffalo Bills made a seismic move less than 24 hours after their loss to the Denver Broncos. The Bills fired offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey on Tuesday. The team announced quarterbacks coach Joe Brady would take over as the interim offensive coordinator for Sean McDermott's club. Dorsey was elevated from his role as Bills passing game coordinator and quarterbacks coach in 2022 when Brian Daboll left to take the New York Giants head coaching job. In 28 games under Dorsey, the Bills continue to put up yards and points. In 2022, Buffalo ranked second in the NFL in yards and points. Through 10 games in 2023, the Bills sit seventh in yards and eighth in points. Sitting at 5-5, the Bills' offense have been inconsistent, unable to move the ball for stretches, lacking a reliable ground attack, and struggling mightily with turnovers. New England quarterback Mac Jones was released Tuesday from his duties. Jones was released on Monday afternoon. The Patriots don't have many irreplaceable players these days, and you saw Belichick's emotions get the better of him when he benched Jones in the fourth quarter Sunday after the dismal interception. In last night's Monday Night Football game, the Buffalo Bills lost to the Denver Broncos. In what seems to be a catalyst for the firing of Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey, the Bills only scored 22 to Denver's 24. It was the Buffalo Bills 22, the Denver Broncos 24. Jack Jones, the New England Patriots cornerback who faced gun charges earlier this year, has been released by the team. The Patriots announced the transaction more than 5 hours after Mike Garafolo of the NFL Network reported that the team was waiving Jones. The 2022 pick, who played 10 snaps Sunday, will head elsewhere. Houston Texans linebacker Denzel Perryman has been suspended for 3 games for repeated player safety rule violations. Houston Texans linebacker Denzel Perryman has been suspended without pay for 3 games for repeatedly violating player safety rules during Sunday's win over the Cincinnati Bengals. Perryman can appeal the suspension. Perryman was penalized for unnecessary roughness after delivering a helmet-to-helmet hit on Bengals wide receiver Ja'Marr Chase in the fourth quarter. NFL Vice President of Football Operations Jean Runyon told Perryman in a letter, "You lowered your head and delivered a forcible blow to the shoulder and then the head-neck area of the receiver. You had obstructed path to your opponent, and the illegal contact could have been avoided." Dallas Cowboys Leighton Vander Esch out for the season. Jerry Jones, owner, concerned career is in doubt. Jerry Jones said the Cowboys are preparing to play without the standout linebacker for the remainder of the season following a neck injury he suffered in Week 5, adding concern for Van Der Esch's playing future. Jones said in an interview with 105.3 The Fan in Dallas, "I would say that's accurate." When asked if Van Der Esch would miss the remainder of the season, "We had just completely left it up to how he was evolving. But of course, it's a very significant loss for us. He's an integral part of the defense out there. We wish him well. The nature of his potential injury here causes me to really think longer term and beyond what it means for next week or beyond what it means for next month relative to the team. It has everything to do with what's in his best interest." Van Der Esch suffered the neck injury that placed him on injured reserve this season in the Cowboys' Week 5 loss to the 49ers when his neck was jammed up against Micah Parsons' leg during a play. The linebacker was eligible to return from injured reserve this week, but that obviously won't happen. The Pro Bowl linebacker has a history of neck injuries dating back to his college days at Boise State, missing some of the time during his junior season due to a neck injury he suffered. He suffered another neck injury in 2019, causing him to miss 7 games before he eventually underwent a fusion procedure. Van Der Esch was relatively healthy in the last 2 years, was playing all 18 of the Cowboys games in 2021 and 16 of their 19 games in 2022 after missing 6 games in 2020 due to collarbone and ankle injuries. He arguably had his best season in 2022 since his rookie year, recording 90 total tackles, a sack, and a forced fumble in 14 games. Former Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul says he's planning to sign with the New Orleans Saints. Veteran pass rusher Jason Pierre-Paul is set to join the New Orleans Saints, he told Undisputed contributor Josana Anderson on Monday. The 34-year-old Pierre-Paul, who will help augment the New Orleans pass rush as the Saints 5-5 look to separate themselves in a competitive NFC South. The 3-time Pro Bowler and former New York Giants star is nearing the end of his career and has not played this season, but told Anderson last week that he had been training his behind off in hopes of joining a contender. Pierre-Paul, a first-round pick by the Giants in 2010, was named first-team All-Pro in 2011, his second NFL season. He went on to help New York Giants win the Super Bowl that year. He later joined Tampa Bay in 2018 and won his second Super Bowl with the Bucs in 2020, helping anchor a veteran pass rush that helped Tom Brady to his 7th championship. This has been NFL News with Sylvester. This is Sylvester saying over and out.